Welcome back to Godspeed. Tonight we're going to take things in a little bit different direction because I want to walk you guys through the latest modifications to my vehicle. You guys recall I dropped a couple videos earlier this year after I picked up the vehicle, calling it the Lexus LC500 F Sport, right? Because the goal was to kind of create a look that looked a bit factory plus, right, but also gave a little bit more aggressiveness to the stance of the vehicle without, exploiting the look that was originally intended for this vehicle. So I have added several carbon fiber bits. As you could tell by the thumbnail, guys, I am addicted to carbon fiber. And I want to give a shout out to Carbon Addicts because, these have been the company that I've actually partnered with here recently to pick up a couple goodies. Tonight, I'm going to walk you through the site because maybe you've only seen a few clips, pieces here and there. I'm going to actually walk you through the site. I'm going to remind you that they got a tremendous 20% coupon code that you can take advantage of right now. Doesn't have anything to do affiliated with Godspeed, but it's just great timing, right? And then I'm going to show you these pieces on the car, walk you through them, and just kind of give my, POV, because I'll tell you what, I didn't think I would enjoy carbon fiber, adding some carbon fiber pieces to the car as much as I am, and I am in love. So let's get started, right? So guys, I'm out here on carbonaddict.myshopify.com. I'll drop the link in the comments below so you can absolutely see what's going on here. But I want to show you guys a little bit of what they offer for the Lexus LC500 and what I picked up. And like I told you, I'll show you some pictures of it on my vehicle. So, one of the things that I kind of got drawn to them was because I always love trying a product at a discount. And I was out there and I saw this opportunity right here where it's two tremendously popular items for our vehicle, right? In that they'll give you that carbon fiber lower lip, which is normally like $320, and then they'll give you the carbon fiber top piece to go over the, the shiny chrome piece that a lot of owners talk about. And that's about another $300. So, total it's $621. They're giving it to you for $385. Now, you might be thinking, whoa, can I get 20% off that too? I already tried that, guys. You can't get 20% off this combo that they built for you. But at $385, that's much cheaper than 20% already. And so, this was one of the things that I was actually interested in. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I actually, dropped a little chat. You can go onto this site and in the left hand corner you'll see a little chat option. I just jumped out there and struck up a conversation with the friendly folks over at Carbon Addict and asked them if they could create me a little package, and they did. And so the two pieces that I started out with, I'm going to show you those here in a few moments. So this is definitely a package that I would recommend if you're interested in looking at trying out these carbon fiber pieces. I mean, this is almost maybe 33, 35, 40% off. And that's a tremendous way to, introduce yourself or get introduced to any company, in my opinion, right? Let me walk you through the rest of the pieces here. So they've got the rear carbon lower bumper. And I mean, I think this looks amazing too, right? Because, this is going to go over the Lexus piece that's black. And so love this. You don't have to have any aftermarket, wings or anything of that to actually fit on this, coming in at $820. Now, the other thing I want to say too is that while I was out here looking at the site, I was doing some comps, and there's a couple different stores that I like to look and shop through, and they sell the Carbon Addict products. But I'll tell you right now, the prices that we're seeing out here directly at Carbon Addict is a bit, well, to be quite honest, it's about 35% already. It's already 35% cheaper than what I'm seeing on other sites. And if you want to validate that, all you got to do is drop in, Carbon Addict, and then, look for the different sites. I'm not going to call them out, right? Just out of, being, courteous. But you can do the research yourself, right? And you'll notice if you go over there, I can't quote that this price right here is the different price, but I'll tell you what, when we look at the actual carbon fiber spoiler, this one is actually listed for $1,200 and some odd dollars on other sites. And again, it is the Carbon Addict spoiler being sold via a different site, and they're charging at least 35% more than what you're seeing right here on the Carbon Addict site directly. So putting that out there because, you know, I want you to make sure if you're purchasing this stuff, maybe look to go directly to the company on it, save yourself a few bucks, right? All right, so we got spoilers out here, right? For the convertible, we've got the, obviously the hard top here. And this is the one that I am going to go into for a second because, you know, you guys have heard me talk about the Lexus OEM spoiler. And let's just unpack that for a second. Guys, I'll be honest with you too. Heads up, tonight may be a lengthy video. I'm not trying to make this a long video, but it's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling here with you guys, walking you through a couple of the goodies that I picked up on my vehicle. I'm not going to rush it, but I'm also not going to try to make it the quickest video possible too. So, you know, with the OEM spoiler, it's $1,200. You know, you can find it if you can find it, because let me remind you that it has been discontinued. So if you can find it, I've found them as low as about $1,000 right now. And like I've told you, you guys, you know, you got $1,000 into the spoiler. Then you have another, you know, several $100 because unless you're going to drill the holes yourself. I mean, I'm not that creative on a $100,000 car, but if you're not going to do the installation, you probably got another $200 worth of installation on that. So, you know, more than likely, let's just round it and say you're at about $1,200 all in. Okay, so with this right here, I mean, $745. And you know, I haven't seen the Lexus OEM spoiler up close in person. I've seen some other aftermarket carbon fiber spoilers, and what I can tell you is that this Carbon Addict one looks as good, if not better, than any of the other carbon spoilers that I happen to just see on the Lexuses while I was in my, you know, market search myself. I love the weave pattern on this thing. I love the design, right? And what I really love about this is that it's actually, it looks and it favors the OEM with the exception of just being a tad bit more aggressive. So it's a tad bit, stands up just a little bit higher than the OEM spoiler. But when I tell you it is very sexy part, I love it. And don't forget, $745 minus the 20%. So that's going to drop another $150 off this thing. So let's just say you're getting it for about $600. And I don't know if the guys out there in Carbon Addict did me a favor, but I didn't have to pay tax or shipping. So, I mean, you know, you're looking at $600 flat. And this one is applied via double-sided tape, which already comes on the vehicle, I mean on the product, and you peel it off, and you know, they've got an installation video out there on YouTube. So I'm saying that to say that this product is 50% cheaper installed than the OEM alternative. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, when I'm looking at carbon fiber spoilers, I don't see any of them out there right now for $745. Let's be clear. Traditionally, a carbon fiber spoiler for this vehicle is well over $1,000. So I'm going to say that if you're looking for a carbon fiber spoiler and you want to spend 50% less than the factory option and more than 50% less than some of the alternative aftermarket options, man, I highly, highly, highly recommend this Carbon Addict. Now, let me say, they're not a sponsor of mine. I'm just giving you guys some feedback because I happen to be a very excited customer right now, and I just want to share this because, you know, if you are owner of this vehicle, you may have been like me and didn't really want to touch anything. And so the carbon stuff, while I definitely love the OEM factory spoiler, I just wasn't going to really play with the other carbon stuff. And now I'm a believer. So I'm just passing on my testimonial, if you will. Now, let's take a look at what this one looks like on my car. I tell you what, I'm super, super ecstatic about this thing. I mean, I installed it, you know, obviously I just cleaned the bottom of it, lined it up perfectly, taped it, and you got all these little tricks and tips out there on YouTube. And man, when I tell you that this should have come from the dealership with this spoiler on there. I mean, I know you can buy it, right? But let's face it, majority of the LC500s that are on the marketplace do not have a spoiler. And when I say it just changes it, like, you know, you guys know I was going for this F Sport look. You know, I had the body kit, had the lowered, had the wheels stanced out some to give it that aggressiveness look. These carbon bits that I just added to the car, oh my gosh, they make all the difference. And this lip, this spoiler in particular, really grounded the look of the car. Out of all the pieces that I picked up, I'm so impressed with this piece. Not just because it's beautiful twill. It is, even though it's dry carbon on the website, it is absolutely you know, been clear coated, and it's very smooth. It feels good. It fits up perfectly. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And you know, I mean, you guys can see it here. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And you know, my baby is looking really good in that, with that sunlight behind her. But yeah, I mean, just impeccable. Loving this. Okay. All right. So what else do we have from Carbon Addict? This is the carbon tail lamp panels. And I'll be honest with you, after trying the pieces that I have right now, you know, I'm probably going to go back and get this. So, hey, Carbon Addict, if you're listening, I'm probably going to be dropping a chat in there, you know, real soon, because I would love an opportunity to pick up this, and I'll show you guys the other piece that I've got my eye on as well that I'd like to grab as well. Okay, the other piece that I picked up is this lower carbon grille. Now, interestingly enough, same as the factory lower grille. Now, when I say same, let me be careful, because I know some people are going to be like, this absolutely not the same. No, it is not, because the OEM one, you have to take the bumper off. You have to tear this, excuse me, you have to tear it apart. You're not damaging it, but you got to, it's a lot of labor, because you've got to literally pull the grill out. You got to do it all. And then the OEM part is a direct replacement to the metal part, or the material part that is in there right now. So the part is roughly about $900. Okay. Again, it has been discontinued. So if you can find it, right, you're going to probably pay $900 or close to that, plus your shipping, tax, and you're going to also have to install it. I'm going to call it, even though I really feel like this one's going to be more than 2 hours, just the way that most of these body shops operate today. But I'm going to just say $200 on this one as well. So if you're about, you know, $900 in for the parts, another $200 for installation, you're $1,100 on this thing. And this one is $311. Now, if you get it, I would recommend you get it in that combo I talked about earlier. But let's just say if you didn't want the combo and all you want is this lower grill, take another $60 off this with the 20% off sale going on right now, and you got yourself sitting at about $250. I mean, that's less. That's like 20% of the OEM alternative. Okay. Now, there's also other aftermarket companies out there who do a lower grill, but nobody that I've seen is doing any percentage off sales. So this one's still going to be the most affordable carbon fiber option. Now, the other opportunity with this part is, you know, it's two-sided tape, is double-sided tape as well, right? You line it up, you pull the tape off, and absolutely, please, when you buy these parts, please take a little time and search YouTube for their installation video, because it makes all the difference in the world. With double-sided tape, right? Hey, you set it, you forget it, and it's done. If you mess around and get the improper alignment on it, then guess what? You're going to have to peel it off, and that's going to take you a lot more time. Just do yourself a favor and read the instructions, guys. I know we're not big on instructions, but I absolutely did the instructions like several times before I attempted to install these. Okay, so love this option. Now let's take a look at what this looks like on mine. Sorry, guys. So with this one, I'm very pleased with it, because it just, again, just set this vehicle off so pretty. I mean, look at, I know it's kind of hard to see, guys, from this image, but look at right here. I mean, you're gonna see from the clip that I'm gonna show you guys, or the video I'm gonna put on this one, or I might do a video in another one. But you're gonna see that when I tell you, I was actually looking at potentially blackening out the trim around it. But I am so pleased with the way the grill looks with just the carbon fiber piece here, because now you see this dark insert in the grill area, but then you got this beautiful material finish that wraps itself around the entire grill. I absolutely love it. I mean, this is probably the one piece that I was all in for, but I just did not think it was going to make this much of a difference, and it absolutely has. So very, very much excited about that one. Okay. All right. Now the other pieces that we have are obviously we got, gas caps. We've got this panel piece, which I'll tell you what, I've been on the edge on this one and just have not actually, thought about doing this one, but I'm so pleased with the other parts that this is absolutely the piece that I am going to be trying to get my hands on here soon, especially at $80 off $410. I mean, I'm loving that. Okay, so definitely take a look at that one. The other pieces here, right, you got the katana blades, which a lot of people will either do a vinyl wrap on those. You got the emblem color, those are great as well. This high mount lamp cover is actually really interesting, and I don't have a carbon fiber top. I've got the glass top, which is black. I'm probably not going to do the katana blades right now. I want to kind of give a little bit of breakup in my build, but I think I might actually look at this piece. I think this would look absolutely sexy, and because you got glass on the back, glass on the top, and you got the just the factory silver or chrome on the katana blades, I think that little carbon fiber is going to be a nice little add. So I'll definitely look at doing that potentially in the future. Okay, and then guys, they sell the whole body kits. Obviously, you guys know I went with the Maxton body kit, although I won't lie, I love these body kits. If if we ever do something different in the future and Carbon Addict wants to partner on something, I would love to do a build with their full wraparound carbon fiber. Family, thank you everyone for watching tonight's episode, part 1 of Addicted to Carbon Fiber. Next week, coming 10/6/2023, next Friday, we got part 2 where we will finish out our shop through the carbonaddict.com website, and I'll continue to show you the final pieces of the parts that I've installed on the car. I'm so excited to share this with you. I think you're going to tremendously enjoy it. We'll also get some videos into next week's episode as well to kind of round it out. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone. You guys have a blessed evening. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Love you, and Godspeed.